Hello everyone, welcome back to the Book of Hours. Let's dive right in. Well, that one took a hot second. An offer from Oriflame's, Check, the book has disappeared. That's an interesting bug. I think we still get the book because it still has Mystery of Edge, and it was one of the. It was an Edge book, but yeah, it's no longer showing the little preview. Oh well. Let's see if that still gives it to us. What the hell are we doing today? So we have our UI is slowly encroaching on the screen, but that's okay. We've unlocked a whole bunch of rooms, some definitely interesting. I'll be honest, I edited a bunch of videos last night, except for the most recent one, which I should have done just as a refresh on what I'm, doing. We can crack that open with the smith. We can crack that open with, oh yeah, that's right, the midwife. Now we can bump her up to 6 aspect, that we can't do, and still have 3 other people in use. Pull up my cheat sheet. We can crack that open with anyone, but Reverend is cheapest. No chance there. Nothing there. Oh, nothing. Nothing. I don't think anyway. Let me double check what does. So the midwife does have 2 grail, which you would think would, if we can get up to 6 heart, we should be able to get her up to 7 grail. We have Arab. That's 2. Push up to 4. We unfortunately don't have a memory with a good amount of grail. If we did, it might be possible to do this if the weather is in our favour, So keep an eye out for something with. I think we'd need 3 grail because we don't have. Yeah, we'd need 3 grail from the weather because we don't have a tool there. But yeah, something to consider. Ravage Foundry, that seems nice. So we're going to hire the Smith and Reverend today. Oh, we need to throw some money at you. 12 money. Can you split a £1 note? Go there with like the least divisible currency and ask for all their change. Cool. We can be throwing things in here. What elements of the soul will we be needing? Metal to bump up the smith's forge. Frost to bump up. Nope. We need Fet because we're using Rose. We're working on Rose, and then we need something to crack into the other line and in the Mallory. Got that? So that's any to anything, so we'll throw that in there, and we should be able to just employ our health. Collect. We should be working on the books already, but we're not. There's all of our change back. Cool. So we can talk to you about Fet. And scrap the books. We're going to need those. That and in the Mallory. start off with this one. Throw away some mist. Cool. So we also have sunny. It's a sunny day. So we are making progress here. I think I might later on also mod these, like this image, if I can. It might be doable to have the icons of what's required like in the corner, just so I don't have to keep clicking on them and I can see at a glance. It shouldn't be it shouldn't be cheating, because obviously all these other rooms you can't even see that image. It's just a thing so that when you click on it. Though having said that, I'm pretty sure they used the same image here a couple of times. I remember there was something about this one here saying the 4th librarian, 5th librarian. Yeah, we'll see. As long as I can do most of the images, it should be fine. Should be fine. God, my voice. Rector's assistance, great. We can, since we're still waiting on the book, we can do that. And what was I thinking? I was thinking that since it is sunny, we might as well use the sun in our favour. We should have some leftover frost and a skill that gives 2 sky, good enough. Grab an awakened feather and crank it up to speed 6. Throw in some twist. Yeah, sure. Got the blacksmith. We need this now. And we can return this book. Yep. So, let's unlock a new bedroom. Seems like quite a nice one. There we go. I can do words, I promise. We have that. Hey, blacksmith, remember foresight? We spoke about it last time. Cool. Yep, this is definitely moon-themed. Severin Chamber. In the days of the dwarfs, this chamber was reserved for the heir of the house, though it was originally furnished for Hafren, the woman of uncertain lineage, who became Baron Walter's mother and bequeathed her usual pale eyes and hair to Walter. Huh? Oh, genetically, and his descendants. Okay, not like here. I'm not using these anymore. Have my eyes. Chimeric lava. Approaching the chrysalis crossroads. It's a beast. Like a real beast? It's a lot. Maybe it's a statue of like a real thing. Nah. Maybe it's stuffed. Like a because it you know, cooperative, so it's not a problem. And it seems to be sitting on the podium. I wouldn't think that you can tell a lava to sit still. But hello, we finally have a beast. Oh god. That was a scream. Okay, let's not touch that thing. Fringed lamp. Okay. Ashatine, we've seen before. Plenty of lantern. Guest bed. Severin chamber. I keep wanting to read servant chamber, but no. Grail, moon, rose and heart. I might move... probably not smart to move into here. Those elements aren't exactly useful here. Oh, we need What, Grail? To go there anyway? We have that obviously, but yeah. Abduction, salvation. Either interpretation is plausible. Yeah, it's pretty well done statue. Sorry, I didn't read the knock and Grail. And Mother Orchid scented candle. Yep. Okay. Well, we've unlocked this room. What's next room? Serpent haunted bedroom, bright scaled. Watchful snakes lie coiled on every surface. I think some of them might be real. Ooh. Knock and scale. We are crap at both, so we're probably going to have to pay someone to come and deal with that. And even then we're likely to need to find a way to improve their aspects. We have one scale from health. Oh, we have 2 scale from memory of fear. This should be doable. Anyway, we are throwing blacksmith into the Ravage Foundry. Chuck that back in there for now. We'll inevitably need it again. Sure. Anything else we want to be doing with our time? An offer from Oriflame. Oh look, we have the book. 7 shards. I think I've read that. The linesmith, one of the 2 great hours of struggle, broke his sword into 7 shards. Natalie Below, 5th librarian of Hush House, describes the nature of each of those shards, allegorically and otherwise. Okay. I don't know why I'm putting this here. There we go. We can put that down here, I believe. No, it should be over there, but good enough. Okay, if we can put that there, that there, that there, that there. Great. I should get rid of these books, but yeah, that makes sense actually. Let's process some of these. We're behind on our book cataloguing, and let's see, we have many a few. The White Book of Brittany, a volume of death lore gifted to St. Brandon's by Brian of Brittany, who was made Earl of Cornwall after the Norman conquest. Okay. Ooh, that's infected, right? Charnic Theoplasma. I'm gonna put up the other one. Why are all these winter books infected? Okay. Well, oh shit. Trist despairing. Ooh. Melancholy is the mist on the soul's water. Despair is the wolf that prowls the water's edge. Would that... the contamination has affected my tryst with a malady. How do I cure? Something has snared or sickened my soul. Soul cards can be malady tainted when you're exposed to dangerous influences. Sometimes when you fail in a task, maladies cannot be exhausted, but your soul is altered and weakened, and there can be serious consequences if they go untreated. How do I treat it? Cure with Sky. This malady can be cured with bed rest. Something suitable, perhaps effervescent to drink, and this much Sky aspect to cheer the haunted soul. Fuck. We need a bed with Sky. Nope. Well, we have a feather. Nope. Infirmary. No. This bed. Fuck. So, what elements of the soul do we have that have Sky? Just Fost. So maybe if we can get land. Let's try here first before we start moving around. I need to restore that. With bed rest, something suitable to drink and enough of the relevant aspect. So we need something with a beverage with sky. We're going to be doing that now. We're not going to leave this untreated because we will lose it. Nope. No. No. I don't recall any sky beverages. Let's check the kitchen. No. Yeah, that's a liquid, not a... we have down here. We will check on that in a bit, but first I want to, not distract myself. There we go, there is one. We're going to hold on to that just in case we can't find anything stronger. The trouble is that we are trying to cure it with a bed without the sky slot, so it's hard to get things, in there. It's hard to get the relevant aspects in position. Sure. That's an ink. Bollocks. This one, nope. There's some more books there. Okay, so let's try. I will drink mortuary fluid if I have to. I don't care. Things, bollocks. Let's just see if we have enough with this. So we want to restore this. We need 5 sky. No, we can't use the feather. A skill. Fortunately, we have that. We can throw in. What can we throw into here? We can't throw our Fost in. Okay, so we need 2 sky from a memory. There is heart and sky 1, but we can't. That'd leave us with 4. Or moon 2, rose 2, sky 1. If we were to move up here, we can make use of our Fost for sky 1. We can throw the drink in anyway, so that's 2. Can we still use this? We can't. What other? Fortunately, we have a lot of sky. No. No. There we go. So winter lets us put it in, and it's got 2 sky on it. So okay. We need to. We can't. Oh wait, we can leave here. And we're gonna try and occupy this. We might need to wait for our whist to come back. So hopefully we can survive a day. Why am I unable to scroll with that? Can I zoom in? Thank you. Collect. Anything else we have? Collect. Back to having a pound note. Cool. So Fost we need, and whist we need. Whist, when it recovers, we can sit down in the bed. Trist obviously is despairing. Cool, we've got this. Don't worry, we've got this. Let's check out here, since I, held off on it. Foundry. This room was set aside for metalworking by Hendrik de Wolf. Which one was Hendrik de Wolf? The first... Yeah, first one. This room was set aside for metalworking by Hendrik de Wolf. There's always been a smithy in Brankrug village. Why are we letting the smoke go inside? That underground as well. That's going to kill someone. I just noticed. But Hendrik wanted to make sure he could have his pistol balls cast and his prisoner shackles mended. Pistol balls? It was the first Baron, wasn't he? And that began... Oh, wait, no. So, I'm thinking Solar Gothic period was the 11th century, so he was in charge around the 16th century, so they would have had pistol balls. And his prisoner shackles mended. Even if the villagers were feeling rebellious when Ambrose Westcott arrived. Even if the villagers were feeling rebellious. When Ambrose Westcott arrived, he had little use for shackles and less for pistols. He refurbished the place for his metallurgical experiments. A bad place to be in summer, a good one in winter. Okay. Ambrose Westcott, this guy, he's a prominent figure in a lot of the history of this place. Cool, what do we have? Regensburg Balm. More of that. Spanners. Ooh, we have a forge tool, so we can easily crack into 7th level rooms, forge rooms now. Solomon's Preparation, we've read that before. He drank it before bed, disappeared without it, drunk. A bucket of ashes. Okay. A bucket of seawater. Saw. Eternally useful, though not for most librarians most of the time. Box of oddities. That's a cache, so I think we will be collecting on those. Tiny treasury of forgotten things. Perhaps there's a real oddity here somewhere. Same text. Square, the Mason's Pride. 2 candles. Honey-scented candle, slightly different to the purple one. It's a rose one instead of a knock. That was loud. And a forge. Grand. Okay. And we now find a deserted well. What the fuck? The well is choked and filthy. It needs to be purified inside out. Okay, so we're not underground. We're like off to the side kind of thing. That makes sense. Again, figuring out like what is up and what is sideways. Okay. Everything's refreshed. Our tryst is still despairing. But we can see if we find some rest in this here bed. That's taking a while. We can check on these caches. We need to keep hold of our Fost and Tryst, though we can't use our Tryst. Yeah. Because it specifies can't use a malady. Otherwise, you could use a Tryst constantly. Sorry, you could use a despairing thing constantly. We are going to throw it into here. Fet plus, I think. Yeah, why not? We should... Yeah, why not? I was thinking if we should use one of the ones we have a duplicate for, but I think we need our Metal and Fost in case we want to hire... What's their name again? Can't do that. We can do this one. We can do that one as well. Nope. 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 One from base. 2 from memory. 2 from thing. So that's 5. And 1 from the tool, so no. For now, at least. Okay. If only we had some bloody nectar. I say that. we'd need a memory that gives nectar. So I think we're going to hire the handmaid and smith. Yeah, okay. Bit annoying that we only have one money thing here. What are we doing here? We are throwing in, so if we want to empower her heart, we need that. So we use this to hire her, and any card to get the memory. For Forgeman, we need basically two of those, one to hire, one to empower, and any to... okay, cool. Yes, correct, yes. Topic, I have a £1 note I'm going to need change, and quite quickly. Sonny wants more. Don't think we need another feather right now. Thank you for that. Go to you. Hire you with a shilling, that'll do. Can we stack anything there? Okay, so we need to talk to you about that one. Definitely making sure Trist and Fost are the two things we need to keep hold of. How are we on the bed front? We're okay. We've got you back. Grand. That is taking a bit of a second. We then need to throw kitchen bowls. I was about to say at the midwife, but no, we need to show her some kitchen bowls. You'll still be able to use the tool, Grand. Just double checking. Okay, we got some iron spintria from one of the box of rarities. But I think we need to focus on opening books right now. So, Travelling at Night, Volume 2, was it? Let me double check. Yes. And we can afford to lose one of our Fost even. Cool. So she's up to 4. And this will... Can I have the smith? Thank you. Throw you into there. Throw that into there. Cool. And I should probably grab in the Mallory. We have camped. Okay, so now let's make sure that we can definitely do this. Trist with a nice cup of whatever. And we can throw in this one. But one shot, why? Memory, that's it. We need that as a fairly high priority, I think. It's not the most critical urgent thing. We definitely want to do it today, so one memory for the Memory of Sky, which, funnily enough, Memory of Solace is that. Throw that in there, just to keep things going, and she can be set to work soon. We will open up in the Mallory. We want to keep hold of that in the Mallory over here. Sure. Midwife, grand. That's for the other guy, this is for you. Cool, that's done. We need to pack the Memory of Solace. Yeah. We could use the Confounding Parable, but meh. Throw that in there. Is this out of alignment for some reason? Why is that? Okay. You see that there? It Why does that sit out of alignment? But if I do that, put it in place. Yeah, okay, so blacksmith for some reason sits slightly wonky. What are we doing? Yeah, we're throwing memory at him. Cool. Begin on that. We have unlocked Motley Tower Dispensary. So this room may originally have served as a working dispensary, but some at least of its more eccentric fittings were added by Christopher Ilpoy in his time here. By the time it had severed ties with his adopted father, he'd been using the Ilpoy name for years and had no access to the Strathclyde fortune. But travelling at night had sold surprisingly well, much better than his poetry, and he had a little money of his own by then, enough to indulge his preferences. Okay, we are past the 30-minute mark, but we will have a quick look in here. Spy scales, ooh, a grail tool. Sly alembic. Beverage, okay. Serpent style glass. Okay, so that's not a unique item, because we've already seen that. It just kept sending him kept sending the librarian hourglasses. In case you didn't get the message the first time. Domain Raveline, the Raveline abandoned their lands, and yet someone is still making this wine. Catwink. The smell of catwink puts off vermin, but it's very difficult to read in sunlight. Ink of containment. Wolfsnow ampule, we've read that before. Let's start on this side. Snootle jar. That's a bong. Useful for calcination, purification, alteration. Invaluable for snootlery. What the fuck is snootlery? However, it is a moth and lantern tool. That's... well, we already had a lantern tool, I think. Tanglebrag, we've found out how to make... I think we make that with something. Maybe nectar? I don't know. January Sanguinary. Also called Sanguinus Sultandis, or by the Ingormly Serpentis. Why the fuck do people have to use big words? True blood of St. Januaris. Great. Bitter black salts is bitter and dark, and yep, we've read it before. Westcott's compounds. Okay. Reagents and activants to enhance alchemical operations or the flavour of one's pipe tobacco. Forged grail and lantern. Material. Oh, and moth and nectar. Ichor vitreous. Pale and watchful fluid that can be gathered sometimes when the door in the eye is opened. Oh, an egg. A viper egg. A serpent in waiting. We got a room infested by snakes, right? Might bring that over there when we're done opening it. Shears of the Sisterhood. Black iron shears marked with the Sisterhood's triple knot. Another moth tool. And two different glinting cranial thingy. Same text we've already read. So winter or rose, and both eggs for some reason. Main wine we've read. Brazen clock. It's not immediately apparent that this clock lacks hands, although when wound it dutifully ticks. Yeah. Lethe. A dark syrup. Dark and syrupy liquid favoured in unnamed forest villages. The tongue and the eye, and now we begin Forget your name, forget your skin. It's a weird... Yeah, okay. Quite a strong drink. Mortar and pestle. Crush. Okay. Nectar and forge tool. That's quite nice. Ichor or rural. No dawn knows only a single colour. No sky knows only a single dawn. Thurza's cordials. Separately, each is undrinkable, but mix them and they're only undrinkable after 15 minutes. Sure. Okay. Lambic Prociliante chalice. Distilled from apples in the oldest forest of the western continent. Have we read that before? Or, I think so. Desiccated witchworms. Nasty little things, but almost safe when they're this dead. Okay. Scaptodon fang. It is rare for the lionsmith to make scaptodons now, but they are difficult to kill and they live a very long time. So a scaptodon is a, I assume, like a lion, tiger thing. We don't have a... I'm getting my card together. The depiction of the lionsmith has, unsurprisingly, lions on them, so I'm thinking that might be what a scaptodon is. Again, it's going to be the last one I find, isn't it? Nope. Yeah. Kinda clockwork lion things. Yeah, clockwork lions, and they're battling and doing all that sort of stuff. If we find the image, I'll point it out, but for now, I think that that might be what a scaptodon is. Lines of fangs, right? Yeah. Iotic essence. In the latter operations of the forge, the madrigard yields to the true forge of days, and the essence begins to redden. The bit about the true forge of days nearly got her burned for heresy, but no one ever said she was wrong about the second part. In the latter operations of the forge, the madrigard yields to the true forge of days, and the essence begins to redden. Nearly got who burned for heresy. It feels like this is the madrigard, maybe. Maybe it kind of feels like that's text from a book or something that needed more, or like someone wrote it down in a book. Glassfinger toxin. What is within without? What is without within? A poison sacred to the votaries of the Meniscate. We've read that before. Lethe and Lethe Lees. A dark aftermath of a dark drink. Okay. Up here, 3rd floor. We can bust into. The theoplasmic miasma that hung around the room below is a little stronger here and a little different, with a rotten, musky scent that suggests a decaying reptile house. Perhaps something laired here after the inhabitants departed. Perhaps the inhabitants dreamed unwisely. In any case, the right counter influences will dispel it. It says it's stronger, but we still need a 6th level aspect. What are we doing? We are doing this. So we're gonna... I realise we're nearly 40 minutes into this, but I don't want to leave you on a cliffhanger of, oh, will we, won't we, kinda not die. Well, we will. I will be leaving you on a cliffhanger, but like it'll be, will this work, rather than you know, will I remember? What the fuck? Why not? Oh, beverage. Duh. Nearly forgot that. Cool. And now we hope for the best. But until then, thank you for watching the episode. If you like the video, feel free to give it a like, etc. And subscribe if you want to keep following. I know YouTube is not that hard to navigate, but you never know, might slip your mind. Yeah, thank you for watching. Until next time.